Imagine this: while you sleep tonight, your body could be quietly repairing your arteries, lowering inflammation, and pulling dangerous LDL cholesterol out of your bloodstream, all without medication or complicated routines. I'm Dr. David Sinclair, and in today's video, we're diving deep into the science of nighttime biology, how your body switches into repair mode, activates longevity pathways, and restores metabolic balance while you sleep. But here's what most people don't know. Certain natural nighttime drinks can dramatically boost this repair process. These aren't fad hacks or gimmicks. They're scientifically backed compounds that influence cholesterol transport, liver detoxification, mitochondrial health, and inflammation. The real drivers behind heart disease and arterial aging. Tonight, I'll show you 5 simple bedtime drinks that work with your body's circadian rhythm to melt bad cholesterol, support your arteries, and even improve your sleep quality. These are strategies rooted in longevity research, not hype. If you want to wake up healthier, lighter, and with cleaner arteries, stay with me. When most people think about lowering cholesterol, they focus on what they eat during the day: breakfast choices, lunch habits, evening snacking patterns. But one of the most powerful, overlooked tools for improving cholesterol levels actually happens when you're not eating at all and when you're not even awake. It happens at night, during the deepest phases of sleep. This is the period when your body initiates its most sophisticated repair programs, many of which are directly tied to cholesterol regulation, arterial health, and long-term longevity. The reason nighttime is so important comes down to biology, especially your circadian rhythm. Every cell in your body follows a 24-hour clock, and that includes your liver, which plays the biggest role in cholesterol production and clearance. During the day, the liver is busy managing digestion, storing nutrients, balancing blood sugar, and responding to the body's immediate metabolic needs. But at night, especially during deep sleep, the liver switches from active mode to repair mode. This is when genes involved in detoxification, fat metabolism, inflammation control, and lipid processing become more active. And here's something surprising: your body makes most of its cholesterol at night, not from the food you eat, but from internal synthesis. This means that if your nighttime biology is not optimized, your liver may overproduce cholesterol or fail to properly clear LDL particles from your bloodstream. Poor sleep, late night eating, sugar spikes before bed, and chronic inflammation all disrupt this delicate rhythm, leading to harmful cholesterol patterns such as higher LDL, lower HDL, and increased small dense particles that easily lodge inside arteries. But here's where bedtime drinks become powerful. Certain natural compounds can amplify the liver's restorative nighttime processes. They support cholesterol transport, increase bile production, which removes cholesterol, reduce oxidative stress, and improve endothelial function, all while you sleep. These drinks work synergistically with your circadian rhythm, giving your body the raw materials and signaling molecules it needs to lower inflammation and melt away harmful LDL cholesterol. During deep sleep, your body also increases the activity of AMPK, a longevity-related enzyme that tells your cells to burn fat instead of storing it. This same pathway helps regulate cholesterol and reduces the buildup of fatty deposits in the liver. Nighttime drinks that activate AMPK, such as those rich in polyphenols, antioxidants, and natural plant compounds, essentially give your body a stronger signal to enter repair mode. Another key aspect of nighttime repair is autophagy, the process by which your cells break down toxins, damaged molecules, and metabolic waste. Autophagy slows dramatically when you sleep poorly or eat too late. But when activated properly, it helps clean out dysfunctional cholesterol particles and prevents them from oxidizing, the type of cholesterol most likely to damage arteries. The right drink before bed can promote this internal cleanup crew, helping your body process cholesterol more efficiently. Night is also when inflammation, a major driver of heart disease and cholesterol imbalance, naturally decreases. When inflammation is high, the liver produces more cholesterol as a protective mechanism, trying to patch up the damage inside blood vessels. But anti-inflammatory bedtime drinks can calm this biological alarm system, reducing the liver's need to generate excess cholesterol. Finally, good sleep itself is one of the most powerful cholesterol regulators. When you get deep, uninterrupted sleep, cortisol levels drop, metabolic stress decreases, insulin sensitivity improves, and your vascular system relaxes. All of these factors work together to create a perfect internal environment for lowering LDL cholesterol. Conversely, even one night of poor sleep can raise LDL and triglycerides the next day. This is why bedtime drinks, if chosen correctly, can have such a profound impact. They don't work by melting fat magically. They work by supporting your body's natural nighttime biology, better liver function, deeper sleep, improved autophagy, reduced inflammation, and balanced circadian rhythms. Your body already knows how to repair itself. These nighttime drinks simply help it do that job more efficiently, allowing you to wake up with lower cholesterol and healthier arteries, one night at a time. Polyphenols are one of the most fascinating discoveries in modern longevity science. These natural plant molecules don't just provide color or flavor, they directly influence how our cells behave, how efficiently our mitochondria work, how much inflammation we carry, and how effectively our body manages cholesterol. When taken before bed, certain polyphenol-rich drinks can help switch on the same cellular repair pathways activated during fasting, calorie restriction, or exercise. This is why they're so effective at lowering bad LDL cholesterol and improving overall heart health. To understand their power, we need to look at how polyphenols interact with the body's aging and metabolic systems. One of the key pathways they activate is AMPK, often described as the master switch for metabolism and longevity. AMPK tells your body to stop storing energy and start burning it. When AMPK is activated at night, your cells become more efficient at using fat for fuel, including the fat stored in the liver and the cholesterol circulating in your bloodstream. This shift is critical for reducing LDL levels, lowering triglycerides, and preventing cholesterol from oxidizing, the form most dangerous to arteries. Polyphenols also stimulate sirtuins, the longevity proteins I've spent much of my career studying. These proteins help repair DNA, reduce inflammation, support healthy blood vessels, and improve mitochondrial function. Certain polyphenols, such as those found in cacao, berries, green tea, hibiscus, and tart cherries, activate sirtuins at precisely the time your body is repairing itself during the night. This creates a synergistic effect. Your natural circadian repair processes become stronger, more efficient, and more deeply restorative. But what does this mean for cholesterol? When sirtuins and AMPK are active, the liver becomes far better at processing and clearing LDL cholesterol. Instead of allowing LDL particles to float around in the bloodstream and become oxidized, the liver pulls them in, packages them, and removes them through bile. Polyphenols also help increase HDL, the good cholesterol, which acts like a cleanup crew, collecting excess cholesterol from the arteries and transporting it back to the liver for disposal. This process is known as reverse cholesterol transport, and it dramatically reduces the risk of plaque buildup. Another important action of polyphenols is their ability to reduce oxidative stress. Cholesterol itself is not the enemy. Oxidized cholesterol is when LDL particles become damaged by free radicals. They turn into a sticky, dangerous form that adheres to artery walls and triggers inflammation. Polyphenols neutralize these free radicals, protecting LDL from oxidation and preventing that first step in arterial plaque formation. This is one of the reasons populations who consume large amounts of polyphenol-rich foods, such as the Mediterranean diet, have significantly lower rates of heart disease. Nighttime is the perfect window for polyphenols to work because this is when your body naturally enters anti-inflammatory and detoxification cycles. With the right compounds circulating in your bloodstream, your cells have more tools to repair themselves. Polyphenols help regulate cytokines, the inflammatory messengers that dictate whether your body is in a healing state or a damaged state. When consumed before bed, certain drinks can calm these inflammatory signals, creating a deeper, more restorative environment that directly supports heart health. Polyphenols also play a powerful role in improving endothelial function, meaning the health of the inner lining of your blood vessels. A healthy endothelium ensures proper blood flow, flexibility, and resistance to plaque formation. When these cells are inflamed or oxidized, cholesterol accumulates more easily. Polyphenols help the endothelium produce more nitric oxide, a molecule that keeps blood vessels relaxed and young, preventing stiffness and reducing blood pressure, another critical factor linked to high cholesterol. Another overlooked benefit of polyphenols is how they support the gut microbiome, which influences cholesterol more than most people realize. Certain gut bacteria, when fed the right polyphenols, produce compounds that help the liver break down cholesterol more efficiently. They also reduce the absorption of cholesterol from the digestive tract. This microbiome support continues through the night when the gut does most of its repair work. A bedtime drink rich in polyphenols essentially feeds the beneficial bacteria at the perfect time. And let's not forget sleep itself. Many polyphenol-rich drinks such as tart cherry or warm cacao naturally enhance melatonin production or relax the nervous system. Better sleep directly improves lipid metabolism and hormonal balance, especially cortisol and insulin, which both strongly influence cholesterol levels. When polyphenols help you sleep deeper, they indirectly help your heart stay healthier. To put it simply, polyphenols are not working on just one system. They're working on all the systems that influence cholesterol, the liver, the blood vessels, the mitochondria, inflammation pathways, and even your gut. They activate the same genetic programs that are associated with longevity and cardiovascular protection. And when you consume them before bed, they align perfectly with your body's natural nighttime biology. This is why certain evening drinks, hibiscus tea, tart cherry juice, warm cacao, lemon ginger infusions, or green tea extracts can have such a transformative effect on cholesterol levels. They don't melt cholesterol in a literal sense. They optimize the internal chemistry that manages cholesterol in the first place. They give your cells the signals and tools they need to repair, restore, and rebalance themselves. The result? You wake up with a healthier metabolic profile, improved artery function, and lower LDL levels, not because of magic, but because polyphenols help your body tap into the powerful longevity pathways that evolved to keep us healthy. Inflammation is one of the most misunderstood processes in modern health. Most people think cholesterol alone causes clogged arteries, but that's not the full story. Cholesterol only becomes dangerous when it enters an environment of chronic inflammation. Without inflammation, LDL would circulate peacefully, doing its job of transporting essential fats to your cells. But when your arteries are inflamed, even slightly, LDL particles become trapped, oxidized, and embedded in the arterial wall. That's when plaque forms. This is why anti-inflammatory nighttime drinks are far more powerful than people realize. They don't just soothe you before bed, they target the root cause of arterial aging and help reverse the internal conditions that allow bad cholesterol to accumulate in the first place. To understand why these drinks work so well, you need to understand what inflammation really is. In scientific terms, inflammation is a biochemical alarm system triggered by stress, toxins, poor diet, excess sugar, infections, and even emotional strain. At night, when the body is meant to be healing, this alarm should naturally quiet down. But in most adults, especially those over 50, the alarm never fully shuts off. Low-grade inflammation continues all night long, interfering with sleep, damaging cells, and telling the liver to produce even more cholesterol to patch up the ongoing damage happening inside blood vessels. This is where anti-inflammatory compounds from natural nighttime drinks come into play. Ingredients like turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, chamomile, hibiscus, and lemon balm contain plant molecules called bioactive anti-inflammatory agents. These molecules suppress inflammatory pathways, particularly NF-θ and COX-2, which are responsible for producing the cytokines that inflame blood vessels. When inflammation decreases, arterial walls become smoother, less irritated, and far less likely to trap LDL particles. Now, when we talk about healing arteries at night, we're really talking about three major processes: reducing inflammation, improving blood flow, and supporting the body's cholesterol clearing mechanisms. Anti-inflammatory drinks help with all three. During deep sleep, your body focuses on vascular repair, rebuilding the endothelial lining inside your arteries. This lining determines whether cholesterol sticks or passes through harmlessly. When inflammation is high, the endothelium becomes rough and damaged, like sandpaper, creating microscopic catch points where LDL becomes lodged. But anti-inflammatory compounds help restore this lining, making it smoother and more resilient. They increase nitric oxide production, which relaxes blood vessels and reduces stress on artery walls. With more flexible arteries and less irritation, LDL has fewer opportunities to accumulate. One of the most powerful anti-inflammatory ingredients for nighttime use is turmeric, specifically its active compound curcumin. Curcumin has been shown to reduce oxidative stress, neutralize free radicals, and suppress inflammatory enzymes, all essential for protecting artery walls from damage. When consumed before sleep, Curcumin circulates through your bloodstream during the hours your cardiovascular system is in repair mode, creating a stronger anti-inflammatory effect. Ginger is another potent player. Ginger reduces inflammatory markers like CRP, C-reactive protein, which is a major predictor of heart disease. It also helps thin the blood slightly, improving circulation and allowing the heart to pump more efficiently. This reduces the pressure on arterial walls, slowing the progression of plaque buildup. Another underrated anti-inflammatory nighttime drink is hibiscus tea, rich in anthocyanins and polyphenols. Hibiscus helps lower blood pressure, relaxes blood vessels, and reduces oxidative stress, all crucial for preventing arterial hardening. It also helps lower LDL cholesterol directly by inhibiting the liver's synthesis of cholesterol compounds. And then there's cinnamon, an ingredient many people already have in their kitchen but underestimate. Cinnamon contains cinnamaldehyde, a compound that reduces inflammation in the vascular system and improves glucose metabolism. Since high blood sugar is one of the major drivers of inflammation and arterial plaque, cinnamon's effects on stabilizing nighttime glucose levels are especially important. The magic happens because nighttime is the body's most powerful anti-inflammatory window, or at least it's supposed to be. When you sleep, cortisol levels drop, the nervous system calms down, and the immune system shifts into repair mode. Anti-inflammatory bedtime drinks amplify this natural healing environment by giving your body concentrated amounts of the molecules it needs to neutralize inflammation, reduce oxidative stress, and restore vascular health. This is also when the liver performs essential tasks related to cholesterol processing. Lowering inflammation makes the liver's job easier, allowing it to efficiently package cholesterol, break down LDL particles, and convert them into bile for elimination. If inflammation is high, the liver shifts from repair mode to stress mode, producing more cholesterol instead of clearing it. Anti-inflammatory drinks help prevent this metabolic shift. By calming the body's inflammatory signals, they allow the liver and the vascular system to perform optimally during the night. Another remarkable benefit is improved sleep quality. Many anti-inflammatory herbs have calming effects on the nervous system. Ginger relaxes the digestive tract. Chamomile reduces anxiety, and turmeric can ease muscle tension. And better sleep itself lowers inflammation. It's a reinforcing cycle: reduce inflammation, deeper sleep, even lower inflammation, healthier arteries, lower LDL cholesterol. In essence, anti-inflammatory bedtime drinks give your body exactly what it needs at the precise time it needs it. They reduce the internal friction that leads to plaque buildup, protect endothelial cells from damage, support cholesterol clearance, improve circulation, and enhance sleep, all while working in harmony with the body's natural circadian repair system. This is why you don't need aggressive interventions to support your arteries. Sometimes what you need is simply the right drink before bed, one that cools the biological fire inside your blood vessels and allows your body to heal itself more effectively overnight. Most people don't realize that sleep is one of the most powerful tools we have for lowering bad cholesterol and protecting the heart. We tend to talk about diet, supplements, and exercise, all of which matter, but sleep is the underlying foundation that determines whether your body is repairing itself or slowly breaking down. In fact, poor sleep can raise LDL cholesterol within just one night. That's how sensitive your metabolism is to the quality of your rest. To understand why sleep is so important, we need to look at what the body actually does during the night. When you fall into deep restorative sleep, your nervous system switches from fight or flight to rest and repair. Cortisol levels drop, blood pressure stabilizes, inflammation decreases, and your liver begins its own internal cleanup process. These shifts are not minor, they're essential for metabolic health. Cholesterol metabolism, in particular, depends heavily on sleep. The liver, your body's primary cholesterol regulator, performs most of its detoxification and lipid processing activities at night. It breaks down LDL particles, converts cholesterol into bile acids for elimination, and repairs damaged liver cells. If your sleep is short, shallow, or disrupted, the liver's capacity to perform these tasks decreases. As a result, LDL builds up in the bloodstream, inflammation rises, and triglycerides climb the next day. Good sleep also enhances insulin sensitivity, which is crucial for cholesterol balance. When insulin levels are high, often due to poor sleep, the liver produces more fat, which leads to higher triglycerides and lower HDL, good cholesterol. Over time, this metabolic shift contributes to arterial stiffness and plaque formation. But when you sleep deeply, insulin levels drop, blood sugar stabilizes, and the liver functions more efficiently, creating a healthier cholesterol profile. Another important factor is cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol naturally declines at night, allowing your body to relax and heal. But if you stay up too late, use screens before bed, or consume stimulants late in the day, cortisol remains elevated. High cortisol signals the liver to release more glucose and fats into the bloodstream, which increases LDL and contributes to inflammation inside the arteries. Improving sleep, especially by supporting the brain's ability to enter slow-wave sleep, helps lower nighttime cortisol, allowing your cardiovascular system to reset. What's fascinating is that sleep directly affects the inflammatory pathways that drive heart disease. During deep sleep, the body suppresses the production of inflammatory cytokines and boosts the activity of anti-inflammatory compounds. These shifts reduce the chronic inflammation that damages arteries and makes LDL more dangerous. Without adequate sleep, these inflammatory markers remain elevated, accelerating plaque buildup and arterial aging. This is where bedtime drinks become powerful allies. Certain natural ingredients, such as magnesium-rich cacao, chamomile, lavender, lemon balm, tart cherry, and warm turmeric milk, support the body's transition into deep sleep. They help relax the nervous system, regulate melatonin production, reduce nighttime cortisol, and improve overall sleep architecture. When sleep becomes deeper and more consistent, cholesterol metabolism improves dramatically. Another overlooked benefit of better sleep is improved blood pressure regulation. High blood pressure damages artery walls, creating the perfect environment for LDL to accumulate, but deep sleep allows blood vessels to relax and repair themselves. This nightly reset is essential for preserving the elasticity and health of the vascular system. Poor sleep, on the other hand, keeps blood pressure elevated and places constant strain on the heart. Sleep also enhances the brain's glymphatic system, a nighttime detoxification process that removes waste products and oxidative molecules from the brain. These same molecules, if not properly cleared, contribute to inflammation throughout the body. When your brain detoxifies efficiently, your entire system becomes less inflamed, your arteries become healthier, and your cholesterol levels improve. So when we say improved sleep equals improved heart health, it's not a slogan, it's a biological fact. Every hour of deep sleep helps your heart and arteries repair, reduce inflammation, rebalance hormones, and metabolize cholesterol better. And when you combine this natural nighttime repair window with the right bedtime drinks, you simply make your body more capable of doing what it's already programmed to do: protect you, heal you, and keep your cardiovascular system functioning at its best. In essence, sleep is your body's nightly investment into heart health. It's free, it's powerful, and when supported with the right nutrients and calming compounds, it becomes one of the most effective tools for lowering LDL cholesterol and rejuvenating your arteries night after night. The liver is one of the most important organs when it comes to controlling cholesterol and maintaining arterial health, yet it often gets overlooked. Many people focus solely on reducing dietary fat or taking supplements, but if the liver isn't functioning optimally, none of these strategies will be as effective. The liver is the body's central metabolic hub. It synthesizes cholesterol, packages it into lipoproteins, removes damaged LDL particles, produces bile, and manages fat metabolism. Without a well-supported liver, LDL cholesterol accumulates, HDL remains low, and arteries become more prone to plaque formation. Nighttime is the liver's peak repair window. While the rest of the body rests, the liver engages in detoxification, bile production, and lipid processing. This is why bedtime drinks that contain natural compounds supportive of liver function are so powerful. They do not just flush cholesterol in a literal sense, they optimize the liver's internal chemistry, enhance enzymatic activity, and provide the liver with bioactive molecules it needs to process lipids efficiently. Certain natural compounds, such as polyphenols, flavonoids, and sulfur-containing molecules, have been shown to stimulate hepatic enzymes that break down cholesterol. For instance, compounds in turmeric, ginger, and garlic activate hepatic bile acid synthesis, which converts cholesterol into bile for excretion. This process is crucial because if the liver fails to efficiently convert cholesterol into bile, LDL levels rise, arterial walls become saturated with cholesterol, and plaque formation accelerates. By supporting bile production, these compounds help the liver remove cholesterol naturally while you sleep. Another critical mechanism involves antioxidant support. The liver is constantly exposed to oxidative stress as it metabolizes fats, detoxifies chemicals, and breaks down LDL particles. When oxidative damage occurs, LDL becomes oxidized and far more harmful to arteries. Many bedtime drinks contain compounds that bolster the liver's antioxidant capacity, neutralizing free radicals and protecting both liver cells and circulating cholesterol particles. Ingredients such as green tea extracts, hibiscus, and tart cherries provide polyphenols that amplify these antioxidant pathways. Furthermore, these natural compounds help regulate liver fat accumulation. Non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is becoming increasingly common and directly contributes to high LDL, low HDL, and impaired cholesterol clearance. By reducing liver fat and inflammation, polyphenols, flavonoids, and certain plant-based sulfur compounds allow the liver to function more efficiently. Improved liver function translates to better lipid metabolism, lower triglycerides, and reduced arterial plaque risk. Liver support also intersects with circadian biology. The liver's enzymatic activity follows a daily rhythm, peaking during the night. Bedtime drinks that provide liver-supportive compounds align perfectly with this rhythm, giving the liver what it needs at the precise moment it is most active. This enhances cholesterol clearance, improves detoxification, and reduces systemic inflammation. It's a sophisticated dance of timing, compounds, and biology, one that has profound implications for cardiovascular health. Another mechanism by which bedtime drinks aid the liver is through enhancing autophagy. Autophagy is the cellular process by which damaged proteins, organelles, and toxic molecules are recycled. In the liver, autophagy is essential for processing and clearing excess cholesterol and fatty deposits. Certain compounds in natural drinks, including resveratrol, turmeric, and green tea catechins, activate autophagy pathways. When consumed before bed, these compounds maximize the liver's ability to perform this critical cleaning function while you sleep. In addition to these direct biochemical effects, many natural liver-supporting drinks also improve sleep quality, which indirectly enhances liver function. Deep, uninterrupted sleep ensures that the liver has sufficient time to carry out its detoxification and cholesterol processing tasks. Ingredients like chamomile, lavender, and tart cherry naturally enhance melatonin production, reduce nighttime cortisol, and promote deeper sleep cycles, providing the liver with an optimal environment to do its work. The combination of antioxidant support, enhanced bile production, improved autophagy, and circadian alignment explains why a simple bedtime drink can have such a significant impact on cholesterol levels and arterial health. By supporting the liver, these drinks target the root cause of cholesterol imbalance rather than merely addressing its symptoms. They allow your body to perform the tasks it was designed to do, clearing LDL, improving HDL, and keeping arteries flexible and free of plaque, all while you rest. In short, the liver is the unsung hero of cholesterol management, and natural bedtime drinks are its allies. They provide bioactive compounds that reduce oxidative stress, stimulate enzymatic pathways, enhance bile production, improve autophagy, and align with circadian rhythms. By supporting liver health, these drinks create a domino effect. LDL decreases, HDL improves, inflammation drops, and arterial walls are protected. Over time, this nightly support helps maintain cardiovascular health, reduce the risk of plaque formation, and optimize metabolic function, a simple, natural, and profoundly effective strategy for long-term longevity.